Hey guys, welcome to this video. In the last 10 years I've been doing a lot of spiritual development and self-development, and there are 3 things that had a huge impact on my life to learn. In this video I'm gonna share these 3 things with you so that you can already benefit from them right now. And I have to say I had a lot of fun finding them out, but they would have saved me a lot of trouble if I would have already known them earlier. So let's dive right in and start with the first life lesson. And this is the lesson that has changed my life probably the most, and it is also one of the things that all the teachers that I followed tell about or do something with. And it is that you become what you think about. And when you hear this for the first time, it might sound like a fairy tale or a story. But it makes so much sense when you start to understand your subconscious mind. Your mind is an incredibly powerful thing, and we never get taught how it actually works and how we have to change things in here. When you want to have a lot of spiritual growth and develop yourself, I believe this is the number 1 thing you need to know. Your mind is so incredibly powerful. It steers your body in the direction that you go. You could say that your body follows your mind. And we all have done this probably. For instance, start with a diet, sports, maybe going early out of bed. And we did it for some days. And then we stopped. It's so interesting, and then we wonder ourselves, why is this? Well, that is because you didn't include your subconscious mind, or you didn't program it to go that way. What happens then is that your mind still steers you in the direction of what you were used to. For instance, if you want to lose weight, it steers you in the direction of that nice piece of cake. And it will do anything to get you in the old pattern. So when you want to change something, it is just incredibly important to include your subconscious mind in the process. In your mind, there are 2 parts that are important to know for this process: your conscious and your subconscious mind. The conscious mind is the part of your mind where you rationalize with and where you gather information with, but it's not the part of your mind that controls how you behave. Your subconscious mind is for about 95% responsible for how you think, feel and act. So it's also the part of your mind that you want to look at to see what you become in life. And now comes the very interesting thing, and that is how you make changes in here, so in your subconscious mind. And a very important way is by repetition, so by repeating something. This is the way that we learned as children almost everything, and it still counts the same. Now it's naturally interesting to see what the first lesson has to do with this. And the first lesson was that you become what you think about, and actually think about all day long. Well, we almost all have the entire day repetitive thoughts, so repeating thoughts. When you repeat them all the time, they get more and more hard printed in your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is the part of your mind that steers you in the direction that you go in life. So if you think these thoughts over and over again, they will start to become habits and inner beliefs, and your subconscious mind will exactly bring you to the spot where you've been thinking about all the time. Let's say, and this is one of my own examples from the past, that you're all the time thinking that you're in lack and also that you're not good enough to run and build up a real successful company. Your body will take actions that will confirm that, and your mind will do anything to stay in that mode. When you then change your mind and your thinking behavior to that you're a successful business owner with a lot of financial abundance, your body will start taking different actions, you will get different results, and in that way you will start becoming more and more of the thing that you are now newly thinking about. Do you know these people that are grumpy all day long? The irony is that they program themselves in becoming more of that. I, for instance, was in the past complaining a lot. And by doing it, I saw more and more things to complain about, and I became a more and more complaining person. When I became aware of that and I changed my thoughts and my thinking in a more optimistic and positive way, I saw out of a sudden all these things to be happy and grateful for. And they were already there before, but I just didn't notice them. I got now different results. And on top, you also attract energy that's alike. So in that case, for instance, you will become a more optimistic person. I become more and more optimistic. But then the central question is how you can change your subconscious mind with repetition. This is something that I'm super passionate about, and specifically for this topic I made another video that I will share in the description below. So if you're interested in that, have a look at that video. I love the second subject that we will go into, and that is learning about synchronicities. The second lesson is that our lives are filled with synchronicities and also that we can see them. And I have to say, when you start seeing them everywhere, your life becomes so much more fun and exciting. It really makes a huge difference. Probably you have had it before that something happened that looked like a coincidence, but you actually knew it wasn't. Even if you would calculate the chance that it would happen, it is not there, or it's very, very slim. It starts, for instance, with seeing all these double numbers. For instance, you look at your watch and it is 10 past 10, 1-1, or 11 past 10, 1-1. Then it could happen that you're, for instance, planning to go to Thailand, and out of a sudden a friend, without knowing your plans, gives you this Thai travel book. It is just amazing what all can happen. What I see is that this is one of the ways that the universe communicates with you. The stronger you are in connection with the energy that's all around you and you are in alignment with the universe, the more synchronicities you experience. I believe that it is a constant flow of information that is coming to you. One of the most bizarre things that I've had was when I was focusing on attracting more money into my life. I did this abundance meditation, and literally 2 hours later someone called me and asked me if I wanted to sell my houseboat for a fairly big amount. I saw this as a very clear sign, and I also did it then. The thing is, it never happened before I started focusing on abundance, and then I did, and out of a sudden I got this phone call. So it was a very clear synchronicity. When you start noticing all these signs, you become aware that there's so much more intelligence in this universe than you can even imagine. It gave me so much more inspiration and even a bit magic in my life, and noticing all these synchronicities gave me a completely different view on how things work. When I'm more in alignment with the universe, I would say, I see them more, and when I'm out of harmony, it sometimes looks like they stop. Well, they actually never stop, but you just don't notice them anymore. I see that when I do a lot of spiritual practices like meditation, or for instance go to a meditation retreat, that I notice them more. If you have never heard about this or have never seen them before, it is just really worth to start paying attention, because it is so exciting when you start seeing them. What I would recommend to do is to start really paying attention for these signs. It could be, for instance, that you're just thinking about a person and that person calls you, or you run into them on the street, or you're just thinking about a certain question and someone gives you exactly the answer what you are looking for. These are all synchronicities that bring you forward in life. I believe that you can stimulate this by asking the universe to send you signs. You can, for instance, sit down, close your eyes and just ask the universe to start sending you, for instance, double numbers, or just start sending you synchronicities, and then watch what happens, because the universe will answer. Then the last lesson that I got, and this is also a topic that I'm deeply passionate about, is that your heart is the most important instrument that you can put your focus on. If you want to make a big impact in your life, you should start to work with your heart and connect more often with your heart. The heart is a true organ of intelligence, and it's not only that it is seen by spirituality like that, but also science proves it more and more. Your heart sends, for instance, signals to the rest of your body and to your brain, and you can, for instance, by taking calm, deep breaths into your heart in combination with an elevated emotion like gratitude, reset your autonomic nervous system and get into relaxation. Then next to the science, there is a part that I call the wisdom of your heart. When you start connecting more with your heart will start giving you very clear guidance. I have, for instance, the experience that when I put my attention on my heart and connect with it, and I ask questions to my heart, I will get very clear guidance in life. And these are completely different answers than what your mind or your brain does. So it's not a yes, no, or it's good for me, no, it's not good for me kind of answers. It is one answer, it's very clear, and in my own experience, it's always an answer that is as well for your as for everyone else's highest and best good. We have learned from our childhood to think with our brain, and because of it, most of us have lost a true connection with our heart. We mostly think with our brain and also put our focus on our thoughts. This is truly one of the biggest wisdoms, I believe, that we have lost in our society. When you start using your heart again and you start connecting more with your heart again, you will not only feel much more love in your life, but you will get highly intuitive, feel very clearly what's right and wrong for you, and you will also get ongoing guidance. You will use an intelligence that you can never reach by using your brain alone. The interesting thing is that even science shows this now. Your heart sends more signals to your brain than your brain to your heart. When you start using your heart properly again, your heart and brain get in a very coherent state and you develop your true potential. What I want to mention shortly is that in this very moment I'm working on a new self-love course where you will exactly learn this. So one of the main focuses will be to truly connect with your heart again. It's the fundament on which self-love is built upon. You will learn to truly connect with your heart again and also go with this heart connection throughout your day. If you're interested in this, keep an eye on the description below because I will put a link in there when it's finished. In my own experience, your entire life and life quality changes in a very positive way when you start putting more and more your focus on your heart. You will start using this intelligence again, but you will also feel much more at home by yourself, feel much more love for yourself and others, and be able to create a much more authentic life. So the question then is how you can best start connecting with your heart again when you have unlearned this. Well, one of the easiest but also very effective ways is to put your awareness, so your focus, into your heart and start taking deep, calm breaths into your heart. I love to place my hands on my heart, and sometimes I also close my eyes. And you combine this with an elevated emotion like gratitude. You just keep doing this for, let's say, 10 minutes, and I also quite often do it just throughout my day walking. You will not only connect more to your heart again, but it's also very healthy because you can reset your autonomic nervous system to rest and digest. Your body gets time to relax and also regenerate. So that were the 3 lessons that I learned that had a huge impact on my life. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please write a comment, like the video, and if you're interested in more videos about self-development and spiritual development, subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in that video where I show a very good way to reprogram your subconscious mind, have a look at this video. And for the rest, I wish you an amazing day.